Are you feeling free? Come on. Are you feeling free? Yes? No. Do you know the spelling of freedom? You know the spelling of freedom? But we spell it differently. Freedom. You know what we're talking about? How many of you in the auditorium know what we're going to talk about? Fantastic, splendid, super. So today is about the launch of this special Freedom app, and it's very, very special because it's ours. It belongs to us, ladies and gentlemen, the CMS Freedom app, for all of us to access, to make the most of, and to be able to share it with our students and to give them a gateway to explore a different world and experience the joy of reading. Isn't that super? So once again, louder, don't you dare slip into siesta mode post-lunch. And I'd like to take this opportunity, this thing is, am I very loud? Please don't say yes. Who said yes? All right, is it better? Okay. So I'm about to invite a very special member from the Freedom family, the CEO of the company, Stones2Milestones, who's come all the way from Gurgaon for this special event. Mr. Nikhil Saraf, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolutely rocking team, I have to say this and put on record from this pious podium, comprising Kavish himself, Nikhil, who is here with us this afternoon, and Aditi. They have literally been a call away, and each time you sort of ring them up and ask them to address any issue or any concerns that you have around the app, they've been working on it tooth and nail. So thank you very, very much, Nikhil. And you must let Kavish know, as well as Aditi know, that we truly, truly acknowledge your team effort. Also, ladies and gentlemen, this is a customized app meant to meet the requirements of our students and teachers alike. So I won't spill the beans. It's over to you, Nikhil, without any further delay. Just a passing statement to help the others who are not directly concerned to know that this is for the students of grades nursery to grade 6. Thank you very, very much. It's over to Nikhil.
Hello, happy afternoon. Thank you so much, Vera ma'am, for the kind introduction. The love that CMS family has shown us has been exceptional through the years, and I'm extremely delighted to be here in front of you to launch something that probably may be the world's first. And I know the world's first is not something new for the CMS family, but it's just one more feather in the cap of the entire CMS fraternity. So welcome, distinguished guests. Thank you, Bharti ma'am, Jagdish sir, Geeta ma'am, Vera ma'am, all the principals who have shown the support, the IT and the admin staff who've been with us through this journey in making this a reality. I just want to share a bit of a journey that we've had while making this app. So we started the journey for Stones2Milestones about 14 years ago in trying to help children learn to read in English, right? And Sarah ma'am spoke about math out here, and I think she'll agree when I say math at the end of the day is nothing more than a reading problem sometimes when it comes to students and they face word and comprehension problems. And we saw that so deep, we really wanted to solve it at the root. It's been 14 years we've been on this journey trying to solve for it. About 8 years ago is when we realized why not take the help from technology, from AI, from ML, and all of the buzzwords that we've been hearing about, but we'd never associate that with reading as such. So we went ahead, pat the back of our friends at AI, at tech, at ML, and asked them, how could you help us enhance the experience around reading and reading in children, or helping children learn to read? Now, what happened was very interesting. 8 years ago, there was nothing called learning apps. There was no word called edtech. Children weren't on phones as much, nor could you see children or toddlers watching movies while they're having food. But something amazing happened in the last 8 years. YouTube grew in prominence, screen time grew in prominence, and I'm sure all teachers, for all teachers, it's a big menace today, right? The entire screen time menace that's been out there. And today, as per a recent stat, children spend close to about 88 minutes on YouTube every day. It could be a nursery child, it could be a child in grade 12. We all know we may have that one niece, one nephew who doesn't even finish his food without watching a video on YouTube or having that open in front of them. And our effort was, how can you make technology their friend? You can't take away YouTube and give them a book and expect them to start reading. It has to be a gradual bridge. And I think CMS family has supported us in building that bridge over the years. I think we've been working over the past 5-6 years straight to make that, to help cross over that bridge for children, and delighted that over 20,000 plus students have already experienced the app in some form or the other in the past. And this year, I think it's a massive step from the CMS family in entrusting us, as well as, I would say, empowering teachers and everyone to take another step in the right direction, bringing out the app for children, for parents, and creating a world where we can see more voracious readers, more comprehensive readers, more independent readers out there. So extremely delighted, and thank you so much for all the support, Geeta ma'am, Vera ma'am, IT team, for guiding us and absolutely showing the world what technology can do, what the right intent can do, and what the right combination of this is possible within the school environments, and setting an example not only for India. I think this is an example that will be quoted globally here on, in how a school chain has taken up something and really transformed the entire experience around children, using technology in the right way, reading in the right way, and really progressing. And I think by the end of the year, we may have stats, we may have figures, we will even have data to prove it consequentially that children who are better readers are better at English, are better at math, are better at science, are better at everything that they do, not only academically, but even beyond that. And I'm supremely grateful for this opportunity and for all the love that the CMS fraternity has shown us. So without further ado, I would love to call Geeta ma'am on stage. So we'll do, before we have a small video. We have a small video that we would love for. I have to say, this is probably the world's largest digitally connected library for a private school chain existent as on date. And I think that deserves a much larger round of applause as this goes out. And over to Geeta ma'am to kind of share how her experience has been and why around reading.
Okay, I was not expecting this, but I think it's probably fair to say that I've been pushing reading for a long time, and I think that the case for trying to popularize reading in any language is enormously beneficial for a young person, for anybody actually, for all of us. Apart from being extremely enjoyable, reading is also something that gives you experiences beyond what is physically available to you in your world around you. So I think that reading is so incredibly enriching, and it opens up the world to you, that it is such a powerful tool for education to benefit from the rest of the subjects. If you are a reader, you can benefit a great deal more than if you are a non-reader. So it's very foundational, it's very key, and I'm very happy that we've got Stones2Milestones, who have kind of partnered with us in the past. We tried out your products in 2 of our campuses, and we got some really good feedback, and as a result, we've gone for this particular app, and we've gone for getting this one tailor-made for us. So I'm hopeful, teachers, that you will all enthuse your students to use it. It has particular features such as, children can accumulate points when they read. Children love to accumulate points, right? So we may as well, it's like there's a bit of gamification over here, and there's a bit of collecting of data, and it's also a little based on AI, it's a little adaptive as well. So it suggests stories at a higher level if it detects that the child can read it. there are a few comprehension questions as well. So I think that there's also, I mean, we have not gone for leaderboards because we do not want children to compete with each other. We want them to compete with themselves. So we don't have a leaderboard on this. So it's not like those who have read the most, that their names will be visible or anything like that. There would be any ranking or anything like that. But the data will be available to the teacher as to which children are reading and which are not, who are able to answer the questions and who are not after they read a story, just simple questions. So I think it will be very helpful for encouraging the reading habit in children. What I was told when I listened to one of the sessions in which you were introducing the app to our teachers, because there's so many teachers, they did many sessions in order to introduce it to you. One thing I know, one of the teachers was saying, or several of the teachers were saying, that a lot of the parents say that, look, we don't want to waste money buying books because the child is doing homework and is busy and so on and so forth. And if we buy a book, the child may not have time to read it. But, you know, this app, the availability of this app to every single child for free will make it possible for them to overcome this particular impediment that they don't have access to reading material. And it's chosen, it's selected, so it's not just sort of the massive amount of material that dwells in the World Wide Web. It is carefully selected reading material. It's age appropriate as well. So I'm very happy that Stones2Milestones have done this for us, and let's watch this space and see how we do. Let's sort of assess in 6 months' time or so how it's gone, and we'll definitely be seeking your feedback, teachers, in order to see how the app can be improved and how your children are benefiting from it. Thank you very much to Kavish, Aditi, Nikhil, and all your team. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Geeta ma'am. And before I end, I would love to say a huge round of thank yous for everyone who's been involved in making the app and all the institutes and researchers that have made this possible, including Stones2Milestones, Stanford University, which has been a very big part of the research and the algorithm that goes into the app, IIT Bombay, which has helped on the speed side, IIM Calcutta, which has been doing independent research, and we hope to bring all of them together along with CMS and the entire fraternity out here to prove without any iota of doubt what reading can make happen, right? Thank you so much for your support. Really looking forward to this app going out. Thank you.